Hi, we're here today with Saif and Mansoor from Signature Techniques. Hi, Saif.
Hi, how are you, Imthishan?
Good. Um, we understand you're bringing Kahn tuning parts to the Middle East right now. Tell us a little bit about yourself, first of all.
Well, I've been involved in the automotive industry for a number of years here in the UAE as well as back home. But we've established we brought in the Kahn brand last year to basically reintroduce it into the Gulf market.
And what is Kahn? I mean, tell us a little bit about Kahn.
Kahn is a British tuning house. They modify, they design all sorts of different parts. They modify any vehicle from Range Rover to Bentleys, Mercedes, and so on. So they have a wide range of products.
And we're talking modifications. What are we talking about? Engine modifications, body, lifestyle? What's the deal here?
Yeah, they do basic sort of wheels and stuff that you find commonly, but they also do body kits. They also do engine tuning, and a full package, really, a full conversion. That's what they like to call it.
So we already got a lot of those kinds of tuners in the Middle East. I mean, what do you think makes yours different? Why do you want to start another tuning shop out here?
Sure, that's a good question because what differentiates Kahn from the rest of the brands is their lines that they use. As you can probably see in the cars behind me, they use subtle lines, subtle changes to promote more of an executive tuning perspectives, really.
One of the problems people have with tuners out here is that typically they're seen as a bit sort of satwa, a bit karama, a bit loudmouth, a bit brash. Now you want to bring elegance to tuning out here. Do you think the market understands that sort of impetus?
Well, firstly, we hope they do, and secondly, what we intend to do is as well sort of educate the public into how it can be different. It can still look classy and not look childish. So if you know, from our marketing perspective, I mean, our target market is really an elder crowd. It's not the typical 16, 18-year-olds, but again, everyone is welcome to, and what we basically provide is a bespoke automotive solution. So it can differentiate from colors, preferences, to wheel sizes, to whatever.
Now obviously we've got these two fantastic Range Rovers here. Is that what you're doing at the moment, concentrating on the Land Rover brand?
Yeah, at the moment we're focused primarily on the Range Rover Sports. We will be introducing a Vogue kit in the next month, as well as bringing a Cosworth tuning model. Further, we'll be going into Bentleys and Mercedes.
So how many cars have you delivered to date?
To date, we've done approximately 5 cars, I would say. I think the 6th one would be on the roads next week.
Now obviously this is not just a case of bolting on kits from the UK and just putting stickers and paint. When you say bespoke, what do you mean bespoke? What are people asking for?
Well, people, for example, a month ago, a customer asked for a complete custom interior job for his Bentley. So it included a complete color change, stitching, even initials.
Okay. And how long does that take? I mean, what sort of expense? Do you have consultancies? How do you work with the customers? Because obviously you need to educate them as well.
Yeah, of course. We sit down with the customer, go step by step with everything that can be possibly done to their car. Obviously, the more complicated or the more the demand, it's going to get costlier. But at the same time, we give them multiple options to choose from.
Now we're talking prices. How much are we talking here for a Kahn conversion, a full conversion? Let's say the whole hog. What is that going to cost you?
A full conversion for a Range Rover Sport would start off approximately 75,000 dirhams, and it can go all the way up to 200,000 dirhams.
And how long will that take?
Generally, we put on a body kit within a week's time. Interior would probably take another half a week or so. But to give it a proper finished touch, I would say 2 weeks conversion.
What sort of facilities do you have here? You're in paint shop, body shop, fabrication? What's going on here?
Yeah, we have a full-blown body shop with a state-of-the-art paint booth, which makes sure the kit stays on and the paint is perfect. And again, the biggest thing over here in the region is the quality, the finish. So we're very, very hard on ourselves to make sure that the customers don't have any complaints whatsoever.
Obviously, the car we're looking at here has templates, and this one's a finished job. Let's look at this one first. What was his brief with this one?
Well, actually, this is one of our own stock cars, so we've decided on the conversion for it. The car is a standard color, comes in this, I think it's called the E-Panama Sand, so it's a sandy, goldy color. It seemed a bit boring at first, but again, it's one of those most popular colors around for this year. So we added the two-tone with the gunmetal gray on it. We've done the hood stripe, which is a signature Kahn stripe, and as well as the rooftop.
Now, obviously, it's got 2 colors now. What about RTA legalities? Do you pass the cars? What happens here?
Yeah, we've already obtained all the necessary permissions for this. So the customer who buys it will just have to take that paper to RTA, and it's smooth. We offer two different styles for the new Range Rover Sport. This is known as the RS body kit. It's a bit more aggressive than the traditional Kahn body kit, as you mentioned, the scoops and the wider arches. We also offer a body kit that's called the 10-piece body kit, but that is a bit more smoother in lines. But this is the new thing that we're trying to launch here.
How big are the wheels on this car?
The wheels are 22 staggered fitment, wider in the back.
And is this Kahn's main style here? I mean, obviously it's the big blocky style that Kahn's famous for. What other styles do you do?
Yeah, this is the new RS wheel. It comes in various different sizes. For the Range Rover Sport, this fits the best with the body kit, especially because you need to have a wider wheel in the back to fill in the arches.
Obviously, this is a culture that loves going as big as possible. What are the biggest wheels we can put in there?
The biggest wheel for this car, we could do a custom wheel, three-piece forged wheel, up to 23 inches.
Talk us through this interior.
Yeah, well, we've tried to keep the standard theme going on with the black and the ivory. So this is a custom Kahn design leather interior, two-tone with the black, the ivory in the center, and the ivory stitching. Also, it goes across the door panels. Front rear seats all done, as well as the little moldings, the wood moldings that come on the sides of the car and the transmission tunnel. So entire fascia trim has been upgraded to a piano black polish finish.
Obviously, I can't miss that steering wheel. What's going on with that steering wheel?
Yeah, that steering wheel is one of the new special wheels that they've launched. They actually now call it the F1 steering wheel. Funnily enough, it does have a paddle shift as well on it, and that's a chrome finish to that. It's offered in various finishes: piano black, carbon fiber, multiple designs.
Okay. And in terms of customization, you mentioned signatures. Is that something that's very popular out here?
Yeah, some people like to have their initials in the car, but I'm not sure what happens once you sell the car, but again, people want little things customized to themselves. We've even had demand to get certain initials done on the wheel, which again can be done.
Now, does the spoiler do anything on a Range Rover Sport?
Yeah, of course. Any little bit of changes in the aerodynamics will make a difference, especially in the downforce. But again, this is not an over-the-top spoiler. As you can see, it's trying to maintain the same lines and the angle of the original car. We also offer an optional top spoiler. It's a bigger spoiler up to here. But again, we tried to keep it very subtle on this car because I think the wheels in the kit do enough.
Okay. And I can't miss these exhaust tips. What's going on with the exhaust tips?
Basically, we haven't actually modified the entire exhaust system, so it should not interfere with any of the manufacturer's warranties and conditions.
So it's just the tips?
It's just the tips what we've done, and it's aesthetic, but it does add a nice subtle tone, an exhaust tone to it.
Again, RTA legal?
Yes, absolutely. It's been passed and approved already.
So we're almost done here with Saif from Imthishan Techniques. You got some big plans coming up. You want to talk us through them very quickly?
Yeah, we'll be launching a Q7 kit and for the first time a Panamera kit as well. Both these cars will have a full conversion inside and out. And for the first time ever, we'll be launching a Kahn wheel application for Jeep Wranglers.
Now that's pretty interesting because there's no such thing as a stock Wrangler in this country. What sort of plans do you have? The standard Kahn wheels, I imagine?
Yeah, we'll be using the base of the RS model, specifically made for the Wrangler.
Anything else big plan for 2011? 2000.
Yeah, just we're hoping to expand into the region as well in the upcoming years. But short term, we want to focus on providing the quality that Kahn has been providing for a number of years to their customers.